Ladybird readers, telling the stories of your childhood. If you've enjoyed my books, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Well-Loved Tales, a Ladybird book. The 12 Dancing Princesses. Once there was a king who had 12 beautiful daughters. They all slept in the same room, and when they went to bed each night, the king locked and bolted their door. But every morning when the king opened their door, he found that the princess's shoes were completely worn through. How can this be? The king wondered. What do my daughters do each night? No one knew. At last the king announced that anyone who could find out how his daughters wore out their shoes could choose one of the princesses to be his wife. The very next day, a young prince came to try his luck. The prince was taken to a room next to the princess's bedroom and was told to keep watch so that he could see what the princesses did. The door to their room was left open. Before long, the prince's eyelids grew heavy. He tried hard to stay awake, but he couldn't. When the prince woke up the next morning, the princess's shoes were again worn through. The prince had failed, and he had to leave the palace. Many more young men came and tried their luck, but none succeeded. One day a poor soldier decided to try and learn the princess's secret. On his way to the palace, he met an old woman. "I can help you," she said, "if you want to find out where the princesses go and what they do. Don't drink anything they bring you. Just pretend to fall fast asleep." Then she gave him a cloak. "And when you put this on, you will be invisible," she said. "You'll be able to follow the princesses wherever they go." So the soldier made his way to the palace, and just like the others before him, he was taken to the room next to the princesses. Before long, the eldest princess came in and gave him some wine. Remembering what the old woman had told him, the soldier only pretended to drink the wine. Then he lay down, and after a little while he began to snore as if he were asleep. When the princesses heard him, they got up and dressed in their finest clothes and jewels, and when they were all ready, they looked at the soldier again. He was still snoring. "We are safe," said the eldest princess. The eldest princess then went to her bed and tapped on it. It sank into the floor and became a wide staircase. One by one, all the princesses went down the stairs. The soldier, who had seen everything, didn't waste a minute. He threw the magic cloak over his shoulders and followed the princesses. At the bottom of the stairs there was a row of splendid trees. The leaves were all silver, and they sparkled and glittered. "I'd better take something to prove where I've been," thought the soldier. He broke off one of the branches and hid it under his cloak. Next they came to a row of trees with leaves of gold. Once again the soldier thought, "I'd better take something back with me," and he broke off a golden branch. Finally, they came to a row of trees with leaves of pure shimmering diamonds. The soldier took one of these branches too. and on the princesses went until they came to a wide river. 12 boats were waiting at the bank, with a handsome prince in each one. Each prince helped a princess into his boat. The soldier got into the last boat with the youngest princess. "I don't know why," said her prince, "but the boat seems very heavy tonight. I have to row with all my strength just to make it move." On the other side of the river there was a magnificent palace. It was ablaze with lights, and lively music came from within. Everyone went inside. There, in the vast ballroom, each prince danced with his princess, whirling and twirling to the music of trumpets and drums. They danced and danced until 3 in the morning. Then all the princesses' shoes were worn through, and they had to stop. The princes rowed them back across the river. This time the soldier sat in the first boat with the eldest princess. On the bank the princesses said goodbye to their princes and promised to come again the following night. When they reached the staircase, the soldier ran on ahead. He quickly climbed into his bed, hiding the 3 branches under his pillow. And by the time the princesses came in, his eyes were closed and he was snoring loudly once again. "Whew, no need to worry about him," said the eldest princess. The princesses put away their fine clothes and jewels, and then they put their worn-out shoes under their beds and went to sleep. The next morning the soldier went to the king. "Now," said the king, "can you tell me what my daughters have been doing every night?" "Yes," replied the soldier, "they've been dancing with 12 princes in an underground palace." He told the king everything that had happened and showed him the 3 branches. The king sent for his daughters and asked them whether the soldier was telling the truth. Though they were sorry that their secret had been discovered, they knew they could not lie. "Yes," they said, "it is true." So the king asked the soldier which princess he wanted to marry. The soldier chose the eldest, and they lived happily ever after. But the 12 princesses never again went dancing in the magnificent underground palace.